All right, these will be your notes on dihybrid crosses for blood types. Problem number 1, I'm going to have you cross a heterozygous A homozygous positive dad with an O negative mom. Here's how we set that up. First, I want you to actually write out the parent genotypes so that we can cross them with our larger Punnett square. Because mom is type O, the only way you can be type O is if you have two O alleles, because it's recessive. So mom's got to have two O alleles like this. Likewise, mom's negative, so the only way she can have a negative is if she has two negative alleles. So mom's genotype is OO negative negative. Dad, on the other hand, is heterozygous A. Hetero means different. Normally that would be big A, little a, but when it comes to blood types, it's actually big A, big O for that recessive O allele. It says he's homozygous positive, which means he's got two positives. So there's dad's genotype. Now we draw our large Punnett square, and we have to do FOIL in order to figure out what goes above each column and beside each column. The way you do that, FOIL stands for first, outside, inside, last. And I'll want you to tell me genotypic ratios and phenotypic ratios for their offspring. So, first in FOIL is the first of the letters that match and the first of these letters that match. So in that case, it's O and negative, and we put O negative there for mom. Outside becomes O to the negative. Inside, O negative, outside, O negative. You didn't really need to set this up because you can see the only thing mom can donate are O's and the only thing she can donate are negatives, so this whole column must be O negative all the way down. That will help us when we're actually creating these child genotypes. Dad, on the other hand, is a little bit different. The first of the letters is A, and the first of the symbols is positive. So first is A positive. Then you do the outside, another A positive. You do the inside letters, O positive, and the last of each of the pairs, which is another O positive. And now we cross this A positive and this O negative inside the top left square. A and O, positive and negative. Same thing moving across. A positive combined with O negative, AO positive, negative. And we continue crossing them. Now, if you notice, because all of these letters are the same, each column should be the same also. So this one would just be AO positive, so on and so forth. We're not going to cross the rest, we're just going to recognize that those would all be the same. So now we can head over and look at our genotypic ratios. These two columns will be exactly the same, so that means 8 out of 16. You could rewrite that 1/2 if you would like. Will be AO positive negative. These two columns will be exactly the same. That means 8 out of 16 will be OO positive negative. The way those look as phenotypes, if it has at least an A and it's combined with an O, A is dominant to O, so this is type A. Positive is dominant to negative, so this person is type A positive. And the same thing below, 8 out of 16, OO, so that person must be blood type O. Positive is dominant to negative, so they must be type O positive. That is what your quiz might look like when it comes to blood types.